All right. We will start in 3, 2, 1.
Sorry.
Way to go! All right. You know what?
There's your intro right there.
That's it. All right. We start in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes Scratch is an overpowered move. So my friend across from me, great guy, he's wonderful. He just doesn't know that C++ is a thing, and it's confusing me.
I'm Mansour, and with me is someone who really puts the I in iPhone.
It's your boy Muhammad with the Android.
Android Club, let's go.
I also have an Android. Wait, do we all have Android?
Okay.
We do all have Androids. It's great.
Yeah, rise above.
I think I might have been the last the person here who has most recently owned an iPhone though.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've never owned an iPhone. I owned an iPad when I was like 12.
Oh no, yeah, I had an iPad in high school, but I had an iPhone freshman year. My plan was to keep it through sophomore year and then get an Android like this past summer. But then I had the chance to switch over to Android early because me and my sister swapped phones and it worked nicely. Also, I'm just going to say this now because I don't care that I'm wasting recording time. The second that Anirudh said the C++ thing, I was like, ooh, do I cut off Mansour and hop in? Because I had a funny C# bit that I wanted to do, but oh well.
Whatever.
I was going to be like, here's someone who thinks C# is just a musical note.
How you guys doing today?
I am swell.
I am tired.
Seems legit. All right. So do either one of you want to give the summary of the last episode, or I can? That's an option that I haven't thrown out there.
Yeah, hearing you talk more, nah. So basically, what happened last time is, So when we last left off, Kyle and Ralph had gone through the team battle round and gotten that done, and the only thing left in the tryouts was the individual battle round, where Kyle and Ralph were both sadly defeated despite valiant efforts. Kyle went down in a back and forth battle with HD, and Ralph held his own with a professional rescue team member for a while, but eventually got taken down. And the guild tryouts ended, and we last left off not knowing what the future held in store for our fun duo.
Yeah, that sums it up. Well done. We shall jump back into it.
Brownie points.
Anything you want to add, Mansour?
Nah, I think Muhammad covered it pretty well.
All right, so with that said, let us dive back into Thunder Tree City. So, I don't know if we ever established the day, and if we did, I'm retconning it. I'm going to assume school ended on a Friday, which means that this was held on a Saturday. Does that seem cool to you guys?
Yeah.
Seems like it.
All right, so Saturday, you guys go home, and let's see Kyle first. So Kyle, you go home, and I assume one of your parents opened the door. How do you enter?
Kyle just he's very quietly just enters the house like, oh hi mom, and just starts walking in, and he's not really saying a word. He's just kind of he's doing that thing where the kid comes back from school and he just doesn't want to talk and he just wants to go to his room.
So your mom turns to you and says, "Oh, were the tryouts okay?"
I don't know why I went. It's not me, I don't even know why I let Ralph talk me into it, because we went there and some parts were okay, I guess, but then the battle rounds came and I'm still just a kid. I don't think I should be there. I don't know. I just want to stay at home and draw. I don't want to do guild stuff.
Are you sure? But you seemed so happy when you left this morning.
I don't know. It seemed exciting because like it was like, oh, maybe like I guess I kind of just tricked myself into thinking, oh, maybe changing things up will be good. Maybe like it'll be nice to have a change of pace. But I don't know. I think I just want things to stay the way they are for a while.
All right, if you say so. And she kind of just gives you a pat on the back and goes back to her work. So I'm also assuming it's rather late right now, so I'm gonna say it's like 8 or so. They gave you food and everything there, so with that said.
Yeah, no, Kyle is tired. Kyle is just going to his room and he's just gonna kind of not quite pass out, but he's just gonna like curl up in bed for a bit and like kind of wait to fall asleep.
Okay. Let's shift over to Ralph now. Now, Ralph, I do recall you having the slight suspicion that somebody was watching you.
That is true.
But I also recall you not being able to see anything.
Yep, I have no idea what was watching me. I just have the feeling that something was.
All right. So, how do you get back home then?
Ralph is just gonna assume that, like, whatever was watching him was probably just one of the guild people, like, looking at him, because he did really well against a professional, and the crowd was really on his side, and so he just assumes that there's some guild member that's looking at him like, oh, maybe we want to put him on. So he's not really concerned. He's going to go home the way he always does, just walking straight home. Yeah.
Okay, so you walk home, you enter in, and as usual, your mom is there. She's kind of just cleaning up because she knew that you had food there, so she's cleaning up her meal, and she sees you come in and says, "Oh, Ralph, how was it?"
Hey, Mom. So Guild Trats was cool, and like we went to Kyle and I did really well, and then like we I'm losing my words right now. Oh my god. First we took an exam, and I didn't really know how to do it, but Kyle's really really smart, so he did fine. And then after that, we went to the tiny forest, and then there was a kidnapping, and then we saved the people that got kidnapped. So we were kind of like heroes, and then we fought a Metapod at Kakuna, and then we beat them. It was really fun. And then I fought a Butterfree, but then I lost, but like the crowd loved me, so it was fine. And then I think someone was watching me on the way home, but I think it's one of the guild members watching, and like just the whole tangent of explanation of everything that's going on in the day.
She looks like she's been used to this sort of thing and just kind of goes, yeah, go on, yeah, go on. Yeah.
I don't think she's actually listening at this point. Maybe she is. Maybe she's patient. I don't know.
I feel like she's a really good multitasker. So as she's like cleaning off your hat or something like that,
yeah,
she's making sure all the dust is off from the fighting. She's like listening, but at the same time, like clearly making sure your hat is pristine and fixing up everything else.
Oh right, Ralph like hat, right?
Yes.
Ralph like hat.
Yes, Ralph likes hats. To be grammatically correct.
Ralph like hat.
Yeah, and then Ralph just sort of, after talking to his mom and eating some food, just goes upstairs and goes to bed.
Okay, and we hit the night, and the night goes on. Nothing happens because it's nighttime. Even the Pokemon sleep at night, unless they have the night shift.
Unless you're a Ghastly.
Yeah, unless you're Ghastly. You wake up in the morning, and it is a nice, bright, shiny new day. And who do we want? Let's look at Ralph first. So, Ralph, you had a big day yesterday. Are you waking up really early like you did yesterday, or not this day?
Ralph is gonna sleep in a little bit more, but once he gets up, he's gonna immediately go downstairs to check the mail to see if there's anything from the guilds.
Okay. Kyle, how are you doing?
Kyle wakes up and he's still feeling kind of down about the whole guild thing, and like he's still kind of out of it. So like, but he's gonna like go about it like a normal summer day. Like he wakes up, he goes downstairs, and he's gonna have breakfast with his family.
Okay, so Kyle, as you have breakfast with your family, your sister comes back in with the mail and hands a couple of things to your dad, and then looks at you and says, "Hey, this is for you." And she gives you an envelope.
Huh? Kyle opens the envelope because he's just like,
okay,
what? I'm not expecting mail.
Okay, and then let's immediately shift back to Ralph. Ralph, you go down to check the mail, and there is an envelope addressed to you.
Whoa, oh boy, a letter! Oh boy, a letter! Oh boy, a letter!
You notice, however, both of your envelopes, they're the same thing, and both of them are from Mrs. Quagmire.
Okay.
So you both open it, and basically the letter reads effectively as follows. I'm not going to give her voice. That doesn't seem right. So,
Aw.
I mean, I can, but okay. So this is basically what it says. So dear, insert your name here. So your names are both there. Thank you very much for participating in the guild tryouts. We greatly enjoyed your efforts and thought you put on a fantastic show.
Oh, this is a
Before the
rejection
guild,
letter, isn't it? I'm just kidding.
well,
Here.
hold up.
I was like, this is a rejection letter, isn't it? Because then it immediately starts with congratulations.
Mansour is
so-
scarred from the college admissions process.
I am.
Oh god, aren't we all?
No, I'm not.
Well,
Did I get a rejection? Yes. However, comma, I got into a school that I wasn't expecting to get into, so
That's fair.
okay. All right. Let's go back to the letter real quick. So it goes, dear, your name here. Thank you very much for participating in the guild tryouts. We greatly enjoyed your effort and thought you put on a fantastic show. Before the letters from the guilds come in, we wanted to provide you a brief bit of information on each of the guilds that are in the region.
Oh, it's not even the actual offer. Oh.
It's not even the actual letter.
does Ralph keep reading at this point?
I think he will keep reading, but he's just like, come on. But he's gonna read it anyway.
All right, so as we continue on, each of these guilds are very famous in different parts of the region and focus on different types of things. By providing these for you, you'll know which acceptance letter you'll be accepting in case you get multiple. So there is the chance that multiple groups will send you a letter, at which point you kind of, you have to pick and choose which one you're going to go with, and
Oh boy.
you don't necessarily have to partner up with your partner. So you could go separate ways if you feel like it.
Okay.
So, a brief explanation of all of them. There are 7 different guilds that are available in the region. The Frost Riders, Earth Bladers, Dark Clouds, the Moon Crawlers, the Bronze Rose, Battle Hammers, and the Boulder Stars. Each one of them are located in different parts of the region, and depending on where they are, they focus on different types of missions. So the Frost Riders are located in the northernmost tip of the region, located in the frozen part, and they do a lot of rescue missions, located in Snowdrift City. The Earthbladers are located in the desert, smack dab in the middle of the region, and they're in Sandlot City. The Dark Clouds are located in Thundertree City. The Mooncrawlers are located around Thundertree City in a nearby city called Sunbeam City. The Bronze Roses are located in the forest near Thundertree City, and specifically in an area called the Shady Grove. The Battle Hammers are located in the mountains of the regions, which are in the west, and that's in a city called Steelforge City. And finally, the Boulder Stars are located in the small island up north in Briny Breeze Island. Each one of these groups focus on a wide variety of things and are looking for new recruits, which is why they reached out to us to hire people potentially. So it goes on to give a brief background of like the history and stuff like that. We're not going to get into that. And at the end it says, good luck to, good luck to you, and hopefully you get where you want to go. Signed, Mrs. Quackbar.
All right. Well, guess I'll just wait for the next letter.
Kyle like finishes reading it, folds it back up, and then just like tosses it in the middle of the dining room table because he's just like, whatever.
Okay. So what I want you guys to do, both of you guys are gonna roll. Let's see. Just roll a straight up d20.
Okay.
13.
A 19.
Okay. It is. Do you guys want to do anything on Sunday? Because I have nothing else for you that day. If you think there's anything that should be done,
Nah.
feel free.
I think Ralph's just gonna spend some time with his mom. That's kind of it.
Kyle's just gonna like take he has this like he's walking around town and he's just kind of like doodling things and kind of just going about like what a normal Sunday is for him, which is just going around the town and doing sketches of interesting Pokemon and interesting buildings and stuff like that.
Okay. Kyle. While you're out on your little sketch adventure, go ahead and roll a beauty. This is another perception check.
Oh, a 10.
Finally.
A success. This is a full success. Okay, so you're sketching a building. Let's say it's the clock tower. Okay, so you're sketching the clock tower and get it real nice. It's looking better than ever. and you sense someone's watching you.
Kyle kind of gets this like super weird feeling, and so like he decides he's just gonna kind of keep he's gonna keep doing his he's gonna keep sketching. That's the verb, sketching. He's gonna keep sketching the clock tower, but he's gonna like he's on alert. He's like he's trying to keep like an ear out to see if he hears anything.
All right. Since you rolled a full success, I won't have you roll again. So you just flat up hear something move behind you, drop something, and walk away.
Kyle just kind of like slowly turns because like Kyle is no dummy. This could be like something dangerous because like the mean streets of Thunder Tree City. Um, and so Kyle just kind of like turns his head and kind of out of the corner of his eye takes a look at like what got dropped down.
Okay. So you see a shiny gold badge that's dropped there with a little note on it that says Kyle.
Huh.
So like so with his tail, Kyle just kind of like pushes the badge and the note like around, like it's behind him, and so he uses his tail to kind of like push it around to be next to him, and he kind of reaches down and picks up the note to see if it says anything.
Okay. So the badge on the front, it looks like almost like a police badge in a way, just like your standard like normal looking with a symbol on it. You're not really sure what it means, and you turn it around. I assume you turn it around.
Yeah.
You turn it around, and on it, all it says is Recruits of the Lost.
Kyle's a smart guy. Can I do a history check to see if Kyle is paying attention in class?
You can. Go ahead and roll a history check, so that would be smart.
That's about smart enough for a 10-year-old. He got a 9.
Okay, so that's a mixed success. So you vaguely remember Mrs. Quagmire talking about this organization. So it's widely known that in the region that there are 7 major guilds, but there is this constant rumor about an 8th guild that nobody knows who the members are, nobody knows anything about them. All they know is that there is this 8th mystery behind the scenes type of guild, and it's some sort of secret society. They could be good guys, they could be bad guys, they could be heroes, villains. Nobody really knows. They just know that there's some organization out there that seems to be around whenever bad things happen.
So Kyle's kind of like really wary about like having gotten this thing. He can't quite piece together exactly what's happening, but he's kind of like a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious about it. And so he kind of like using his tail, he kind of like he kind of like rolls up the end of his tail to hide the badge, and like quickly like closes his sketchbook and starts going home because he wants to ask his dad about kind of what's happening.
Okay, you go home and your dad's there. We'll say it's around the afternoon, so let's suppose he's watching the news or something. There's some chat out on screen that's basically giving off the news.
Dad, something weird happened when I was over at the clock tower today.
Okay, what exactly is it? I'm pretty sure this is not the voice, but whatever.
It's fine. Kyle at this point like opens up his tail and like shows his dad the badge.
Okay, your dad looks at the badge and says, I don't really know what that is. What is it? Is it something your friend gave you?
So while I was by the clock tower, I was sketching it, and it seemed like I don't know, someone was like watching me, and it was really weird. And I couldn't see who it was, but like as I tried to like look and see who it was, they dropped this off behind me and then just went. Um, and I remember in class we learned that there like there's this really like kind of shady group of people, and it's like another like guild, and yeah, I didn't know, I don't know what to make of it.
I'm sorry, kid. I got no clue.
Okay. Okay. Well, Thanks, I guess, Dad. I think I'm gonna go and. No, but there's no school. I don't know. Miss Quagmire wouldn't be at school. And I know what to do. I want to ask. Do you know who I can ask?
Well, the only person that I think knows anything about the guild stuff besides Mrs. Quagmire would be that friend of yours that you brought over.
He never pays attention in class. He wouldn't know anything about it.
Wow. Somewhere in Ralph's house, like, he doesn't know what's going on, but he just feels insulted for no reason in particular. Like a cold breeze just kind of hits him the wrong way. Like a cold breeze just kind of hits him the wrong way, and he's just like, "Oh, I feel like someone said something mean about me. I don't know why."
It's like animes. Somebody talks about you and you sneeze.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe your friend's got something there.
I guess I can't really ask anyone else. I don't know where he lives though.
Oh, he lives, and he just gives you the address. I don't have street names because I haven't gone that detailed yet. But he says, take a left here, turn a right there, cross your fingers, do a hopscotch, and presto, you're there.
Okay. Thanks, Dad. I'm gonna go over to his house and ask him. I'll be back in time for dinner.
All right, kid. He kind of just pats you and sends you off on your way.
All right, and Kyle is like still keeping like the badge hidden, and he kind of walks up to Ralph's house and kind of gives a knock on the door.
Okay, before we knock on Ralph's door, Ralph, what have you been doing this entire day?
He has just been at home, watching TV, playing video games, just living the first day of summer, or second day of summer rather, like dream life, like not having to worry about school, spending time with his mom, that's it. He's been inside all day.
Alright, so you hear it's around, let's say, 5-ish. Sun's somewhat low right now, and you hear a knock on the door.
I'll get it! Open the door. Oh, Kyle!
Right there is Kyle.
Yeah, Ralph.
Buddy!
I need to talk to you. Somewhere in private.
You can come to my room.
Okay.
All right. So we go upstairs to to Ralph's room. All right. What do you want to talk to me about?
I was out in the city square, drawing the clock tower. And I kind of got this weird feeling like someone was watching me.
I had a feeling like that too. Like right after guild tryouts.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was one of the guild members, like, looking at us to maybe because, they want to offer us a position, but I didn't feel like someone was watching me, although I didn't catch who it was.
So I was trying to figure out who it was, and I was trying to listen out, see if I could, like, kind of figure out if they were, like, moving, or, like, if there was, like, someone behind me, and, like, right when I was, like, trying to figure it out, someone just like kind of dropped something like behind me and then just ran away before I could see who it was. And they dropped this, and then Kyle kind of like unfurls his tail and like displays the badge.
Whoa!
Okay.
Do I recognize anything about the Guild of the Lost?
Ralph, roll a smart check.
This is
So this will be,
I
guess.
Dummy.
I guess this is an investigation. Either investigation or history. Either way, it's smart. So.
Yeah, I really don't know if this is gonna work. I rolled a 4 minus 1 is 3, so I don't know anything.
It's a shiny badge.
Wow, it's so shiny! I don't know anything about like what that is, but that's really cool. But you got offered a did you get it in the mail or like?
No. Someone just kind of dropped it behind me and went away. And I don't know what to do about it.
That's weird. Miss Quagmire's letter said that we would get another letter in the mail from the other guilds.
Yeah, I got that letter too. And this name doesn't match. It's not one of the guilds that was like there for the tryouts, like looking and seeing and recruiting. So I don't know what's happening.
Does the badge say anything like meet us in a certain location or like nothing like
No,
that?
there was just a note with my name on it and the badge, and that's it.
Well, like,
And on the back it says the recruits are the last, but you saw that already.
well, I guess. Well, that's their problem for not being specific with instructions. So I think there's not much we really can do. We just gotta wait for actual guild results to come out.
I guess. Okay. Well. If you get anything in the mail, just come over.
Yeah, of course. I was gonna do that anyway, but I didn't get anything yet. So
Oh, okay. I guess I'll see it sometime.
okay. See you soon, Kyle. By the way, do you feel better about guild trials?
I just want to be a normal kid.
Okay.
That's all. It was just one day of summer, and now I'm going back to drawing and living my best life.
Well, don't discredit yourself. Let's wait and see what happens with guild results. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later, Kyle.
Bye.
Bye.
And Kyle like leaves Ralph's house, but Kyle like kind of has this like really nagging feeling like in his gut, and he decides to go to the school where the guild tryouts were, just to kind of see if like anything is there, because like Kyle just has like a sneaking suspicion that like something's up, and he's not getting any answers, and he still has time before he has to be home for dinner.
Okay, so are you going by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle goes to the school, and it's like five. Your conversation wasn't that long, so it's like about 5:30ish when you get to the school, and it's empty. There's the janitor cleaning up, and he's continuing. What am I gonna say? The janitor's noctillery. Let's go with that. So the janitor's cleaning up with the 8 arms, just kind of cleaning up the windows, but doesn't seem like anything's happening. Well, why don't you roll a perception check?
Oh, these are my nemesis. Oh, there it is. That's a 4.
Okay, you don't see anything.
So Kyle just kind of goes home, and he's just really like creeped out, and he's kind of scared at this point. He doesn't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. I assume everybody goes to bed. All is well.
Yep.
Well, Kyle still is shooketh, but
All is sort of well.
as well as things can be.
Well enough to go to bed and to go to the next day.
Kyle's just kind of tossing and turning all night.
Okay, so both of you, I want you to roll. Let's see. Both of you gonna roll a survival check, which is also a beauty. There's a lot of beauties now to think about it, but
Oh boy.
Another beauty
Let's just
check. Oh man,
Let's look at these.
a 9.
I
That
got.
would have been a
5.
10 too. I got a 6 and a 4, but the -1 modifier.
And I got a 5. So.
okay. Ralph, you sleep calmly, and everything is fine. Nothing happens. Kyle, you've been spinning and turning. Is that right?
Yeah, I toss and turn all night, not really getting a good night's sleep.
Okay. You toss and turn, and as the night continues, every time you open your eyes, everything seems calm. The moment you get to sleep, a proper sleep, you always have the same dream. You're walking in a hallway, an endless hallway, and the farther down you walk, the more green everything turns, until you reach the very end of the hallway. Once you reach the very end of the hallway, you turn to your right, and there's a Pokemon there, but you don't recognize it. All you hear is the words, "Join us." And then you wake up. And this happens multiple times, but you never get farther beyond turning, seeing this figure say, "Join us." And now it's morning.
That's actually spooky.
It's now morning. Ralph, let's go to Ralph because we haven't talked to Ralph in a while. Ralph, it's
Yep.
morning. It's a Monday. No school. What you doing?
I'm gonna run down and check the mail.
All right, so you jump out the window, land in the bushes, and grab your mailbox. You literally pick up your mailbox and just dump it out like it's a trash can.
Sure, yeah.
And you see one very large envelope that looks like it has a bunch of papers inside. and it's addressed to you.
Oh boy, a letter! He's gonna open the envelope.
You open up the huge envelope, and there is a slightly smaller envelope that says, "Please open with all partners in vicinity."
I'm gonna run to Kyle's house. I am booking it and sprinting straight there.
Your mom looks out the window and kind of has this puzzled look, but just says, he's fine.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta go talk to Kyle. I have to open it with the partners, and I just run.
Alright, so, Kyle, he had a great night's sleep, great and sarcastic voice.
Oh, yeah.
So, how you waking up?
Tired. Kyle kind of he's still hanging on to the badge that he got from the Recruits of the Lost, but he is kind of just dragging himself to the dining room to have breakfast with his family as he does every morning.
Alright, you do so, and your parents are there, your sister's there, everything seems relatively normal, beside the fact that your night was not very normal, and you hear something, and it sounds like somebody's stampeding. You just hear in the background.
Yeah, I'm banging the door, and I go Kyle, open up, Kyle.
The sister walks to the door, opens the door, and just says, "Oh my gosh, listen, either be quiet outside, be quiet inside, or be loud not here."
Okay, I'm sorry, Kyle's sister, but I gotta talk to Kyle because I got a letter, and I think it's from the guild child, and it says I have to open it with my partner's vicinity. So, is Kyle home? Can I open, get him outside here? Get him out here. I want to open it with him.
Kyle, you hear this? What are you doing?
Kyle is Kyle is tired. Kyle is cranky. Kyle is scared. Kyle wants nothing to do with this. Kyle is just sitting at the table, kind of pretending this isn't happening.
I'm gonna peek around Kyle's sister, and then just be like, "Kyle, I see you at the dining table. Kyle, come on. I think we might have gotten into a guild. We gotta find out. Come on, Kyle."
At this point, Kyle just kind of groans and kind of pushes himself away from the table and plods his way over to Ralph.
I'm excited, Kyle. I'm really excited. You want to open this together?
What is happening? Huh?
I got this letter in the mail, and it's addressed to me. I opened the envelope, and there's a smaller envelope that says, "You gotta open this with our partner in the vicinity." So I think this might be an offer from a guild.
Okay. Let me see if I have anything in the mail. And Kyle makes his way over to the mailbox to check the mail.
You check the mail, and the exact same envelope seems to be in there.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Let's open this. Let's see what's inside.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Kyle opens it on 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, Kyle, you jumped the gun. It's fine. Whatever. And then, what does it say?
Okay, so you open it up, and it is a letter. It's got a couple things at the bottom. I assume both of you are going to read the letter first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so both of you read the letter, and it basically says, "Congratulations, you have been accepted to the following guilds," and it lists every single guild that you've been accepted to. And, because of your efforts and your skills and all of that sort of stuff, all 7 guilds are listed on there.
What? Oh my Arceus, Kyle, we did so good!
Yeah, looks like it.
What did I tell you? We were doing great. One battle is not going to ruin it. Every guild wants us now.
Okay, well, what's in the rest of this? What's in the rest of this letter?
Okay, let's see.
Alright, so you continue to read, and it says below, so the list of guilds are in bold. The rest of the letter seems to be generic for everybody. In the same package that you receive this letter, you will see the application form for each of these guilds. Fill it out, send it back, and they'll inform you once they've officially accepted you. And then it has some little jargons there, like where to send it to and things like that. But long story short, you technically have been accepted to all 7 of the 7 guilds. Kyle, however, seems to have been accepted to 8 out of 7.
Right, with the lost one.
Right.
Well, Kyle, I think we gotta make a decision. Which guild do we wanna go to?
I need to give it a think. I don't know what I don't even know if I want to be in a guild.
Well, why not?
By the way, on it says in there, please respond within 72 hours.
Oh boy. Why not? Because we did so well during guild tryouts, and I'll be honest, I think we make a great team, and you're kind of my only friend, and I thought we could go on adventures together and be part of the same guild, and it would be really cool, and we could be heroes.
Well, I mean, between the weird badge thing and between the battle against HD, I don't know. The past few days have been kind of crazy. I kind of want to sleep on it. Tell you what. Meet me behind the battleground at school tomorrow. And we can talk about guild stuff then.
Okay.
I think I'll have an answer by then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also gonna think about which guild I want to join.
Okay. We can meet there at like 10 tomorrow morning.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna go finish my breakfast.
I'm gonna look at Kyle and say, put my hand on his shoulder and be like, Kyle, no matter what happens, I want you to know, I think you're a great kid, and I'm gonna give him a hug.
Kyle does not return this hug. Kyle's just standing there, like with his arms at his side, and like his tail is kind of like slightly tapping at the town, like impatiently, like almost as if he's like drumming his fingers.
Okay, bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, Ralph.
See ya. And Ralph goes home.
Ralph does go home. Let's jump. If there's anything important that you guys want to do over this between now and that meeting time, go ahead and tell me now. So Ralph, you're walking back home. As you're walking home, I want you to roll a beauty. So a perception check.
This is never gonna work out. They never do. Okay. Oh, a 7. Just the bare minimum
7.
for a mixed success.
That's all we need. So this is a 50-50 roll, effectively.
Okay.
So, you feel those same eyes staring at you again.
Huh. What's going on? Can I look to see
Alright, so
who it is?
yeah, so you look around and you don't notice anyone, but you do notice something almost looks like it had been dropped from above you and floating down. It looks like a piece of paper.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a piece of paper.
Okay. You pick up the piece of paper, and all it says is touch the badge.
Oh, and I assume it's a badge. There's a badge there, right? Or
No, it's just the paper.
oh, okay. So I assume in Kyle's mind, he's realizing that he's got to also touch the badge that Kyle has for something to happen. And this is on my way home right after the morning, right?
Yeah, so you had left Kyle's house already.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Kyle's house.
Oh my God, no! Can't this just be resolved tomorrow?
Nope.
Kyle, as soon as you hear the door close, you hear something knocking on the door again.
Kyle, this is important. Kyle.
Kyle opens the door. What is it?
I know I just left, but something was watching me, and I turned around, and then this paper kind of floated down in front of me, and it told me to touch the badge. I don't know if I should, but I just want you to know that you're not the only one who's gonna have to deal with this badge stuff, the weird, creepy badge, okay?
Just come to my room real quick. Hold on, just come.
Okay, we're going to go up to Kyle's room.
Alright, you head up there, and Kyle, there you
And Kyle just kind of like holds out the badge like to Ralph. It's just like I think it's if it's the same creepy person, maybe you should touch it and see what happens.
I don't know if I want to. I'm all scared.
I'm scared too, but this is driving me crazy, okay? Listen, I know you're scared, but you need to put on your big boy pants and just touch the badge, because I'm tired and sick and tired of being scared about what this means and what this thing is and what I'm supposed to do with it, and I'm confused and I don't know what's happening, and I just need you to listen to me, okay?
All right.
For
all
once.
Right. Okay, I said okay. I know I said I'd be there for you, and we've got each other, so I'm gonna
Just touch it.
Okay, touch the badge.
Okay, I just want to point out when Kyle was going on his rant, I thought he was going to be like, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Oh, that would have been a good line.
All right. So, you touch the badge, and then that note that was on the badge. Did you take that note off, Kyle?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, like I have like the badge separately, and like the notes just kind of like under my bed.
Okay. You see a flashing light appear where that note was.
huh?
Huh? What's happening?
What's going on?
Okay. You're gonna grab the note. Yeah.
Oh, I assume the note just vanished. Oh, the note's still there.
You just see a flashing light.
Like a flashing light, like coming from the note.
Like yeah, it's almost like it's like your room lit up, like a light switch turned on. Just a boom, a bunch of light, and then it disappears.
No, and Kyle is like really frantically trying to figure out what happened. Then he like looks under his bed and like reaches for the note.
You look at the note, and the note now says Kyle and Ralph.
Whoa! It updated.
Huh? What's Kyle's like flipping the note over again and again, trying to figure out what's happening.
Okay, so you flip it over. You flip the note over on the other side. Originally, it was blank. It now has words on it.
What does it say?
What's happening? What?
You just see on there some simple lines. All it says is, "The recruits of the lost want to recruit you."
I think we already figured that much.
Yeah, but it's both of us.
Is there any information on like how to accept it if possible?
I don't know. I mean, there was no one who told me anything, and that's all the note says. That is all the note says, right?
Yep, that's it. The recruits of the lost want to recruit you.
Kyle, I think this is kind of creepy. I don't really like this. I think we should just stick with one of the 7 normal guilds, and not have to deal with this weird, creepy badge stuff.
but so like last night, like I had like weird dreams, and I don't know. I think this is gonna like I don't know. I feel like there's like some sort of like power or something like that's gonna like haunt me until I figure out what's up with this.
Okay, well,
I want to figure it out.
do you want to have a sleepover? Maybe we can sleep over together, and if we have really weird, creepy dreams, we can kind of at least be there for each other.
No. Let's just meet up tomorrow like we were going to normally.
Okay.
And let's meet up tomorrow and decide if we wanna what we wanna do.
Yeah, and if you have any weird dreams, we'll talk about it later.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Don't. I need time to think. Okay. If you have anything else that comes up, just tell me tomorrow.
All right, fine. I'm sorry I came back, like running back. I got excited and also a little bit scared, so I wanted to tell you right away.
Like, okay. Yeah. Get home safe.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, you're already home, so I can't really say you too, but have a good night, Kyle.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Have a good day, Kyle. And I go outside and I go home.
Okay. Do you guys have anything else you want to do today?
I'm going to bed. this has been a
At like 10:30, Kyle Ralph is just like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think Ralph is gonna call it a really early night because he just doesn't know what to do at this point.
I mean,
It's so early at night. It's not even lunch yet.
Well, I don't mean like 10:30 in the morning, but like he's gonna have like lunch, but then like be napping throughout the day, and then like take it really easy and take it really slow, and then eventually just go to bed early.
Okay. Kyle, are you doing anything different than normal today?
No, like today, instead of like going out into the city, like Kyle decides to kind of just go on like the edge of town, like kind of draw like things in like the forest and stuff, because like
Okay.
the green in his dream kind of got him like really wanting to like draw like some nature.
Okay. Nothing happens during your day. Nice, calm, cool, collected. And it's nighttime. Both of you roll a beauty.
All right. Got a 7.
6.
Okay. This actually works out for me. Alright. So, Kyle, your sleep is extremely calm. In fact, it feels like it's the best night's sleep you've ever had. Just, as soon as you lay in the bed, just out like a light. On the other hand, Ralph, your night is slightly different.
Oh boy.
So you go to bed, and just as you fall asleep, you're walking down the hallway. And the more you walk down that hallway, the more everything turns orange.
Hmm.
And as you walk down this hallway, you reach the very end of the hallway, turn to the right, and you see a figure say, "Join us." And then you wake up.
Ah! Oh, that was really weird. Oh boy. I'm gonna tell Kyle about this tomorrow. Or today. Is it morning yet?
So it's like 3:30 in the morning right now.
I'll tell him about it in the actual morning, and I go back to bed.
You go back to bed, and every time you get right about where you need to be for that good night's sleep, that same dream happens.
Oh no. Yeah, I guess Ralph's not getting a good night's sleep then.
No, he is not. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM, PM, DM of Not a Scratch, wanting to thank you for listening to the final episode of Arc Zero, the prologue, although I'll probably have a different name. Future episodes are going to be coming out weekly on Tuesdays, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with your friends, your coworkers, old people, new people, young people, other peoples in general. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community and give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast, or email us as well at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas you want to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. We want to thank Glitch X City for the songs Kirby's Dreamland, the Lo-Fi remix, Pokemon Center themed Lo-Fi Lullaby remix, and the Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Route 47 remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Country Village, Shadowfell, and Waterkeep. With that said, let's get back into the story. Alright, so you wake up. So it's Tuesday morning. Are you guys doing anything different before your meeting?
No.
No, I think Ralph's just gonna go to the school yard to talk to Kyle about this.
Okay, so it's time for you guys for your meeting. You guys head to the schoolyard, and you see each other, right at the front door, effectively.
All right, let's go to the battleground and yeah, talk there.
Yeah, let's figure this stuff out. So we go to the battlegrounds, and I'm just gonna tell Kyle. So, Kyle, I don't know if you had any weird dreams last night, but I did. Walked down this hallway, kept turning orange. Then, once I round the corner, there's a figure that I couldn't quite make out, and it says, "Join us." I wake up, try to go back to bed. Same dream happens over and over and over again. So I didn't get a good night's sleep last night.
I had the same dream the other night, but the hallway was green, not orange.
I don't even know, but I think it has something to do with us touching the badge.
Maybe.
Okay, so as you guys are walking towards the battleground, you see somebody in the distance. You see two people talking, and you're not sure who they are, but two people are talking on the battleground. So I want you guys to roll cool, because I want you guys to try to stealthily avoid them in a way.
Okay.
Like sneak up on them and overhear them without.
I've got 1 for cool, so we'll see.
Cool is my +1. Cute is my +2.
Oh, I got a 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. Wow, that's a really good roll.
Okay, so both of you guys succeed full marks, so no problems with that. So you both see these people talking, and instantly you guys go into like secret agent mode with the little hand signs and everything. And Ralph, you are really quiet. Nobody's really
Yeah,
good at
it's
hearing
exactly
you.
what it sounds
It
like.
almost seems like Kyle isn't even there.
It's a
His
vanilla ice cream
powers
cone.
of not talking and shy boy activate extreme hard powers. I don't know what I'm saying right now. His powers of being a shy boy activate to the point where Ralph, you're not even sure if he's there unless you're staring directly at him. So you guys hide behind the bleachers effectively, and you now have a better view of these two people. One of them is Mrs. Quagmire, and the other one is a white Pokemon that vaguely resembles an ice cream cone. You see, there's something about them. There's something particular about them. It's almost like the Machop. What was his name again? It's Ralph. Ralph. He has a sort of drive that I think we could use. And then the other one, the Trico, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. That mind. They could help save the world. And then they walk away.
Oh, well, I trust Miss Quagmire, so. And they said save the world. I think maybe we should join that guild.
Yeah, if it's gonna, I mean, it seems like past few days all the signs have pointed towards that. Um, I, I mean, unless there's one you want to join more, I think. I think that's the one, but I don't know what we're supposed to do for them. The other ones we just send in a form.
That's true. I mean, well, I'm gonna tell you something, Kyle. I think I really want to do this because, I've always dreamed about being a hero one day and, saving the world. And I think this is, right up my alley. And so, the other guilds are cool, but they do like little rescue stuff. This could be way bigger than we have ever imagined.
Is the Vanillite still like within earshot or within sight?
They look like they're walking back towards the school. If you had to take a guess, they're probably walking to her office.
Could I run up to them and say like, "Hey, can we join?" How?
Oh God.
Okay, hey, if you want to do that, you can. However, I need you to roll tough, so athletics. You're going to try to catch up to them.
All right, I've got +3 on tough, so we're gonna see how that goes.
7 plus 3 is 10. So we're good.
All right, yeah. So you get 10. Cool. So you book it. You hightail it over. No, Kyle, you're out of earshot. You're effectively hidden. You still have Shy Boy powers activated, so nobody sees you. Meanwhile, Ralph, you run up to Mrs. Quagmire. Oh, Ralph, how are you?
Hey,
She looks very nervous.
I'm doing pretty good. I overheard a couple things of that conversation you just had. Is the Vanillite still there?
The vanilla is still there, but has this poker face, effectively. I was trying to think of an ice pun, but I couldn't think of one. So a poker face, as if
Sure.
it's like, I have no idea who you are.
By the way, nice to meet you. I'm Ralph. I overheard your conversation, and Kyle and I got this like weird badge thing, and like we're super interested and we're super down, but like we don't know how exactly to join because we didn't get any instructions about that. So how do we join this Recruit of the Lost thing?
Roll beauty.
Oh,
You roll a perception check.
there's so many beauty rolls that I don't ever make. Let's see.
Oh my god, my bag keeps falling. 5. Oh.
5. Okay. They look unperturbed. They look like they have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. What was that? Were you talking about that old legend? Look, I'll be honest. The history class kind of gets dull, so I just make up these stories here and there using rumors. The vanilla isn't saying anything.
But I heard you guys. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I heard you. Kyle and I are right here. We overheard your conversation. Like, it sounded pretty serious.
Go ahead and roll cute, because I think you're trying to persuade them to tell you.
Pretty much, yeah. My cute is also 0. So let's hope I get a better roll this time. Come on. 8. Okay.
Okay. They glance at each other and they say, the Vanillite speaks up. Look, sir, suppose this was real in the first place, hypothetically.
Which it is.
The last thing you want to do is blurt that out to everybody.
I'm aware. I'm only telling you guys because I heard you guys talking about it. So how do I join?
Well, isn't there a special thing that has to happen? Suppose there was a note that somebody gave you, don't you need to be near somebody?
You mean near Kyle? I'm gonna turn around and be like, Kyle, come out here! Kyle, come on!
Kyle just kind of like pokes his head out from behind the bleachers and like slowly approaches.
Alright,
Kyle's like on edge. Kyle's
Okay.
like wary right now. Kyle's like, something's up.
Kyle, this Vanillite over here is telling us about I have to be near someone. They're being very cryptic right now. You're the smart one. How do I join the guild? I'm so confused.
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. You're always smarter than I am.
I already told you. I
Well,
don't know what's happening.
Talk to the Vanillite here. Maybe it'll help you.
You okay, Ralph? You talk too much. You need to be quiet.
Okay, sure. You do the talking.
Okay. Hi. Yeah. Kyle. Ralph and I were I don't know what he told you guys, but we're just trying to figure out which of the guilds we want to join. We we got offers from all of them, and we don't really know what to do, and we were wondering if you could offer us any guidance.
Uh,
Emphasis on the
roll.
guidance.
Yeah. So I think you are also trying to persuade either of
Heavy
them.
heavy
So go ahead.
persuasion.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a cute.
Finally, this +2 modifier, baby. That's a 9.
Nice.
That's a 9, so that's a mixed success. So the Vanillite and Quagsire look at each other, and they kind of almost as if they're talking with their eyes. And then Vanillite goes, "Well, if you wanted to join a guild, don't you have to fill out an application?"
Um, that's true, but we don't quite know what we're supposed to do after that. Because it kind of just says to send it away, and we kind of want to ensure that our application or like confirmation goes through.
So Mrs. Quagmire goes,
Well, to be specific, you've got to inform the guild or somebody in the guild that you want to join with them, and then they can confirm.
We're literally right
So-
there.
So if we were interested in joining a specific guild, and someone from said guild were to hear about this, would that count as confirmation?
"As long as you show identification, showing that this guild had offered you a position."
And at this point, Kyle kind of unfurls his tail, and the badge is kind of just peeking out.
Okay. Mrs. Quagmire and the Vanillite look at each other. They look back, and Vanillite says, "So, is this a formal acceptance?"
I don't know. Is that a confirmation?
A battle of wits going on right here.
I'm just gonna be like, yes, this is a formal acceptance. Enough.
Ralph.
Look,
Ralph,
okay,
dude.
I've had it with these games. I just want to join a guild already.
Alright, so Vanillite and Quagsire, Mrs. Quagmire, both of them look at each other. They look back, and then you hear,
Well, congratulations, you've joined!
and that's where we're going to end it.
Great.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
Alright, that was that episode. That was fun. That was enjoyable. I hope I had a lot of dice rolls, because that was the goal.
Yep, there were a lot.
We got a good amount of rolling there. That was a good amount of story. It was a fun time.
The perfect mix of hearing dice on the floor and Ralph yelling at the top of his lungs, I feel like. All right. Thank you very much, everybody out there, for listening. This was enjoyable. This was fun. This was long. But we are there. They have chosen their guild, finally. And we are now at the point where we decide where the plot takes them from here. So thank you very much for listening. I have been your GM, PM, DM, Anirudh.
I'm Mansour, playing Ralph.
And Muhammad playing Kyle.
Thank you very much, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, don't get scratched.